Welcome and welcome back to my channel, guys. It's MZungus Pebbles. Thank each and every one of you for stopping by to spend your time with me today. Please, when you watch my video, don't forget to smash that like button. Let's get into today's deets. I haven't been on here for, 4 days? So anyway, I know you guys already heard about, some of this stuff already, but you're going to watch me because guess what? You love me. I hope you all are enjoying your weekend. Anyway, so let's talk about Dee Mwango and her, finally her visit to meet her Polish in-laws. Hi, guys. So one of the things that I noticed with her and this guy that she is with is that it doesn't seem authentic to me. It seems a little bit forced. And please tell me if I'm the only one who is seeing this. I don't want people to come here and say, oh, you're so jealous. You're full of jealousy. Please tell us, what are we here being jealous of? Come on, tell us. Tell us. Because that's just another, Marwa Rocio situation. Haven't you guys seen? Another junkyard? Anyway, let me stop. That's not nice. Let me stop. Anyway, it just seemed very forced to me. And the one thing that I noticed with this guy, this Petoa, he seems very strict. Like he's going to be the one who wants to be in control all the time. So I don't know how, if that relationship is real, how they're going to gel together, because I don't see that lasting very long. Like D is down here on this level of maturity and he is up here on this level of maturity for his age, way more mature than her. So there are many little things that she does, I think, that kind of ticked him off. And once in a while I can see that he's reserved. He just wants to be left alone, and he just preferred to be on the quiet side while she is there loud and giggling 24/7 and wants to be playful. It is nothing like the chemistry that she had with Kino. And this is one of the reasons why people loved her and Kino together, because there was just this natural chemistry. Like Kino was more on her type, like in terms of the giggling and tolerating her nonsense and doing foolishness and being playful and stuff like that. Like he was more on her level, but this guy is not. He is not. He's way above her level. He's not into that foolishness at all. So I don't think they're equally yoked. But anyway, I did say Marwa and Rocio are not equally yoked, but guess what? They're staying together for the money, the opportunities, the free gifts, the donations. Perhaps this guy is in it for the long haul as well, because guess what? He knows that there is something in it for him. And from the moment I saw where he took her and all of that, I realized that this guy is just after the very same thing that Rocio is after, okay? He's no different. He is no different. He realized that she has money, and she went online and she exposed everything. Oh, I'm making 175,000 US dollars, in Kenya, Kenyan girl making 175 US thousand dollars. That's a lot of money. Listen, that guy sees that, his eyes is going off like this. Click, click, click. Why do you think Dee did that? She probably did that to show this guy that, guess what? I'm making a lot of money. And she wants a Mzungu, because she wants Mzungu, light skin, blue eyes, blonde hair, because you can look at his parents and see that they're, the mother has blonde hair. And, there's a possibility she'll have a blonde hair baby. So she'll do anything to get and keep this guy. Now, she mentioned in one of her live, I think, that, he knew a few Swahili words, he knew a few words from, Kenya, Swahili words. Girl, of course. I told you all that he was talking to another girl from Kenya. I think he has a thing for African women. I think so. I do believe he has a thing for African women. I do believe he has a thing for black women, and dark-skinned women at that. And that's one of the reasons why he was perhaps in chats where African women were, or purposely went online to find specific black women or African women. And he was communicating back and forth with a few of them. One of them came into my inbox and told me that, hey, she was talking to him. And then suddenly he said he met someone and he didn't want to string her on or something like that. And then next thing we know, it was Debunking. Yeah. Okay. So he was talking to women in Africa before her. So of course he learned some words from them. So I just wanted to mention that because people were saying, oh, she was saying, oh, he took the time out to learn these words before he met me, He took the time out, making it seem like it's because of her why he knows these words. No, girl, he was talking to other girls. You're not the first. So anyway, on their way to this mother, or I think I can't remember if they went to the mother and then they went to the mall, or they went to the mall before. Anyway, when they went to phone store, the telephone store, I don't know if was it an Apple store or a Samsung store or just a regular store that sells phone. They went to a store that sells phone, and the way he looked at the phone that he loved so much and wanted, I knew immediately. I said, this is just another JB. This guy, no matter how much he pretends as if, oh, I'm so much mature and I have my own stuff and I don't need Deem Wango's money. Come on. He saw a donkey and he's ready to ride it. The way he picked up that phone, oh my God, you can't get this phone online. You can't get it online. Oh my goodness, you can only get it in this store. Like he's trying to tell her, you have to buy this now. And I can guarantee you that she bought him that phone. Yeah. She bought him that phone. Girl, D, you told us. You told us that you didn't want another broke man in your life. You told us that you would never accept another man in your life that was not on your level financially. And look at you. Look at what you go and find. Someone who is below you financially. You can tell that the guy doesn't have a lot of money. I saw someone in her comment section saying, yes, girl, mad them with your man with money. No, ma'am, he is broke. He does not have money. He doesn't have a lot of money. He may be able to get by like we're all trying to, but he doesn't have a lot of money. He is not rich. Just like me. He's broke like me. Okay? So anyway, on her way to, I guess, the grandmother or whatever, or, just hanging out with him, she started talking about, asking him questions about, oh, how much do you think it's going to cost to get me a German machine shipped to Kenya, to the swamp? How much is it going to cost to get my German machine shipped to the swamp? I'm like, why, girl? Why? D, who are you trying to impress? You just finished begging for bags of cement. Your brother is at your construction site begging for bags and bags of cement, begging for people to donate to you. So who online are you trying to impress? Or are you trying to impress this Polish boy and his family? Just like you try to impress JB and make us believe that relationship was real. Why do you do this to yourself over and over and over again? Why do you make the same mistakes 3, 4, 5, 6 times? Make it make sense, D. Make it make sense. Why would you want to buy a car in Poland to ship it over to Africa? You could easily buy a car in Africa. If you have the money, you just buy the car there. What sense does that make? Or go the route that your brother went? But you're trying to impress people by doing these things, and 5 minutes later, you're asking people to donate to you to help build your house. Why do you do this? Shameless, people, I tell you. Shameless. So anyway, they had a warm welcome, from the guy's mother, and the mom seems like she's a very friendly person. I mean, even though I do believe that it was staged a bit, of course, you're going to talk to them before you put the camera on and film it and tell the world that, hey, look how they're accepting me. But I do believe deep down that she is a sweet woman. It appears that way to me. because some things you can't fake. Like Rocio's parents, they couldn't fake the niceness. So when Marwa met them, they were being themselves and they didn't really warm up to him. I don't even think they even warm up to him to this date. But the reception was much better than Marwa received in Argentina. We have to admit that. We have to admit that the guy's parents seem like they're cool people. I'm pretty sure that Dee spoke with them on the phone before. I don't think it was just a blind date meeting them. I think she probably spoke with them on the phone, sent them gifts as well, because you know she likes to buy friendship. She likes to show off, to pretend as if, oh, I'm this black girl from Africa with money. I'm dating your MZungus son. And that's how she buys into the family. I have a strong feeling that's what she did. That's why they're loving her so much.
Isn't this like the 100th in law?
Okay, so I'm not sure if the parents disappeared and went somewhere else. It's just a weird situation. But them being in the supposedly village countryside, I'm going to call it countryside. And when he showed her around the compound, and they have chickens, they have you know, some of the stuff that Marwa has or Dee family has in their village. And I now understand why, you know, he is into like African girls and how comfortable he was when he went to Marwa's village or Yabahanze village. He was very comfortable digging water from the well. And the more I research on villages in Poland, it's very similar to the villages in Africa or the villages in the Caribbean or the countryside, we call it in the Caribbean. Very, very similar. So that's why he was able to relate so much, and you know, they had a lot in common when it comes down to that. That's the one thing that they have in common. And she was so excited over seeing all the potatoes and all that kind of stuff. And I guess she's going to use all that for content because they make jams and they make all this kind of stuff. Well, at least they are not making rum like your daddy. How come you never take us to the field where your daddy is there making the rum, Dee? That's what you need to show people. They're not in the bushes making rum like your dad. That you guys notice that she never took us to show us what her dad is doing in the field all day, because I can't understand why he's always in the bush. What is he doing in the bush all day? She never took us to show us that on camera. But she's ready to show us how these people make jam and make all this different kind of things. Anyway, that's enough of her. Marwa is there on her construction site. Marwa is there on her construction site. He went over to the construction site, and the entire time all he did was complain while he went to the construction site. It's like Marwa is upset because Dee didn't leave him in charge. But Marwa forgot that when Dee fired that engineer, the way he treated her, and when Marwa was working on Grandma's house, the way he treated Dee was badly. Like, he never once went over to Dee's construction site. Why? Because he was not gonna get any sort of donations through that. He was not gonna make any money from it. He would not benefit from it. So he left that girl high and dry. He left his sister high and dry, and then left her with an engineer that was not doing a good job. And when she fired the engineer, Marwa got upset. And so they had a little rift for a while, maybe for a week or two. Dee decided, you know what? Since Marwa treated me this way, I am going to hire a professional to handle everything. And that's what she did. Now Marwa is complaining that, oh, she should have left money with me to do this. She should have done this, because she doesn't trust you anymore, Marwa. That's why she did this. You're too greedy for money. She does not trust you anymore. And you left her high and dry when she needed you most to go build someone else's house. I wouldn't forgive you for that either. I would be pissed because you're my brother. I'm supposed to be your priority, not someone else. But you were helping a stranger because you knew that you would get money from that stranger to put in your pocket, and you couldn't get money from me. That's what you couldn't get money from her. That's what you did. And that's what ticked her off. And that's why she decided to trust someone else and not you. But anyway, he was just there complaining, and the dog, Mat Mat, almost ate him because Mat Mat is very hungry. Dee left this dog there to starve while she's in Poland kissing up on these other people dog, pretending as if she love animals. Dee, how can you love animals but yet you leave this dog there? This pedigree dog in the dark. Man, we're tired of telling you this. Hunger with no food. Marwa says the dog has no food to eat. None. The dog was ready to eat Marwa. Tied up on some steel and blocks. Shameful, man. Shameful. Dee only got that dog just for views, the same way she's using this boyfriend just for views. The same story, the same script, and she does not care. Very selfish. If you know that you can't handle this dog, if you know that you're going to be away and there's no one there to take care of this dog, you give the dog to someone who can really take care of this dog. You don't leave this dog on a construction site like that, hungry with no food, after you pretended as if this was a house dog, feeding the dog meat every day. So now who's going to cook meat for this dog? No one. So the dog is going to starve and die. That's cruelty to animals, Dee. You have to remember that there are a lot of foreigners watching you, and these people love animals. You better pray and be happy that these are not MZungus watching you, because I can tell you this: if you had a lot of MZungus watching you, all of them would have unsubscribed from you just because of that dog. Just because of that, because they worship dog more than they worship humans. I can tell you that. Be thankful it's more Jamaicans, okay? And a lot of them don't really care about dogs that much, especially the old high ones, the miserable ones. They don't care about animals. Shameful. So anyway, Marwa started complaining about that, and then he started complaining about his subscribers, and he said something that really ticked off a few of the subscribers. Marwa told his subscribers that, you know what, if you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. I'm not forcing you to watch me. And I think someone got upset and said to him, Marwa, listen, you are a public figure, you are in a public space, so there are people who will criticize you if you do something wrong. I mean, you have to be able to accept these criticism. But Mao refused to accept criticism because he can't do anything wrong. To him, he's Mr. Right. He knows everything. He's Mr. Right. And he is now blaming everything on one person who is creating a lot of channels and leaving comments in his comment section. He doesn't want to accept that it's really his subscribers who are correcting him and leaving these comments in the comment section. He's saying that there is someone who is after Gitriba. This person doesn't want him to help Gitriba, and that's why they're leaving all these negative comments talking about he should help his family instead of helping Gitriba. It's one person with 20 different accounts. Marwa, how do you know this one person has 20 different accounts and leaving all this information, these comments on your comment section? Come on, Marwa, please. Some of it is coming. I'm not saying that someone can't do that. Someone can create all these different channels. But it's also your subscribers. They're tired of you begging every single day. They are sick and tired of it. When you're not begging for D, you're begging for yourself. You're begging for Gitriba. You're begging for everyone. And you're the one who told Gitriba to build this big villa. You told him build a villa as big as yours. And now he doesn't have money. How can you go out there to say you're going to build a house and you don't have any money? Where's the money supposed to come from? Where? But you told him to beg. You told him that people will give money. Just start and the money will come. Because this is what you do. This is the bad habit that you have, Marwa. Non-stop begging. So anyway, he was every single day. He's on his channel begging, guys. I don't even watch him anymore like that. Honestly, I just either watch other reactors react on him and pick little things and go to his transcript and read his transcript, and then I will, actually react on what's on the transcript. But I can't literally sit there and watch them anymore. I'm sick and tired of them, and they're begging, and I think it gets to me because, I think one of the reasons why I get upset over it is because there are a lot of people out there who are just kind-hearted people who feel sorry for him, and he plays with their emotions just like the pastors, and that kind of ticked me off, really ticked me off, because some of them, they don't know better. Now the ones who know better and still give, I don't care about them, but some of the older ones, they're at a point in their life where they don't think straight, and he just used that to get money out of these people. And I think that's really bad, and it bothers me. So I don't, when he starts on that, I don't like to watch him. Now let's move on to his parasitic wife. Oh, before I move on to the parasitic wife, let's talk about something else that Mara mentioned. And Mara mentioned that he always receive a lot of money. A lot of money passes through his hands, and this thing stood out to me. This comment or this statement stood out to me. He says a lot of money passes through his hands, and it's never enough. Imagine, the guy says a lot of money passes through his hands. It's never enough, and he says the more money he gets is the more ambitious he wants to be. And then he also added something else. And the more vicious he becomes. It wasn't ambitious, he said. He said the more ambitious, but then he becomes more vicious. In other words, the more money that Marwa is getting from all these people who are donating, it's the more money that he wants. And this is one of the things that we have been saying for a while, that the more money you guys give to Marwa, the more greedy he's going to get, and the more he's going to beg, and it will never be enough. And this is exactly what Marwa meant when he made this statement.
Sometimes people forget that, but me also being in a state where money flows through my hand a lot, and in plenty, one thing I can tell is it's never enough. And something funny again is the more you get money, the more ambitious and sometimes you become even vicious. You want to do more and more and more. Oh my God, we have good news.
It's exactly what he meant. Marwa has become so greedy that he's completely lost right now, and he's beginning to feel entitled for other people's money. Entitled, like, you have to give me your money. I need your money. Just like these pastors. Guys, come on. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's crazy. So let's talk about the gifts that they received, that this person sent from the UK, and they did the unveiling of the box and all of that, and started issuing the clothes or the packets. And I felt that they didn't have to do it in the open in front of everyone like that, because I saw all these people standing around thinking that they're going to get something out of this box, and nothing was in the box for them. And it kind of, it was a bit embarrassing. I mean, the kids, I felt sorry for them. They got candy, but the grown men standing there looking to see all the stuff that's coming out, and not one thing for them. So apparently this woman only sent stuff for Marwa and his family only. She doesn't care about all those other poor people in the village. She only cares about Marwa. And hey, nothing is wrong with that. If you like someone, you like them, and if that's who you want to give things to, then that's who you want to give things to. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, she should have sent stuff for all the villagers. No, she didn't have to. She did not have to. But I blame the Marwas for opening the box in front of all those people. it just looked a little bit awkward. You know what I mean? They didn't have to open the boxes there and then hand out the candies. And Rocio was in dog's heaven. It's like this is the best part of her being in the village, receiving gifts, receiving free things, because as you know, they don't buy anything for the child. They rely on donations and they rely on free things. She rarely buys anything for herself. She doesn't, and he doesn't buy anything for her either. They rely on people to give them all these things. So she was in heaven. That's the happiest I've seen her in a while. She was just digging in the box. Imagine, this girl is not used to any of this, and this is going to bring me to her a video that she made 4 days ago, rambling on about let me see where I wrote that down, because I didn't watch her. I just went to her thingy and read what she was running on about. So she said that she was already on her way to being a YouTube star. Did she say she was already on her way to being a YouTube star? Guys, I can't believe this woman said that. When and where was this girl already on her way to being a YouTube star? This girl made it seem on that live that she did as if she was living the fabulous life in Mexico. She said she was working, by choice. By choice. She was only working 3 days per week, making a lot of money. Rocio, you forget your lies. Madam Parasite, you forget your lies when you said you only was able to work 3 days per week because you couldn't find any other job, any other gigs, okay? You were only doing gigs and 3 days per week, and they were paying you about $50 per gig. Remember, you were making $150. You was making $150 per week. 150 US dollars, Rocio. And you're telling us that you were on your way to greatness with $150 per week. Remember, you told us that you would go on dates, from online dates, so you can get dinner out of them. Free dinner. You couldn't even afford to buy your own dinner, darling. So what are you talking about? Not until you met Marwa. You forgot how you had him order the entire restaurant, the spread of food, and how you ate all that food that day? You forgot we saw the photo? Miss Ma'am is pretending as if, and I lived close to the beach. Oh, the lies that she told on that, the lies that this girl told on that video. I live close to the beach, and I would just go to the beach to manifest. I would just go there to manifest because I needed to manifest. No, you went there to piss, not manifest. You went there to piss because perhaps where you were living didn't even have a toilet. It wasn't manifest. It was to man and piss. But I honestly couldn't believe she said that she was already on her way to greatness because she was destined for greatness and she already had her channel. That girl did not once in that live said, I'm grateful that I met Marwa, because if it wasn't for Marwa, I would not have this YouTube channel. I would not have each and every one of you watching and following me and supporting me and sending me money. I would not have a child where I know for the rest of my life this child is going to be okay, because if Marwa doesn't take care of this child, I know some of you will take care of this child. Those are the things that you should have said to your audience, Rocio. Instead, she sat there and pretended as if, I am the prize here. She's the prize. That's how this girl is making her life to be. I'm the prize here. Marwa was not the prize. I am the prize. I didn't know who he was. You forgot you told us that you researched him. You forgot that, Rocio? You forgot some of these videos that you made, or some of the comments that you made when you and Marwa laid in that bed and had a conversation when you first went to Kenya? You said you researched him, but suddenly you didn't know who he was. I didn't even know he was a YouTuber. I didn't know. Who meets someone online, Go out with them without, it doesn't even have to be online. You meet someone in real life and they tell you their full name, that's all you need. You background check them. It's easy. You don't even have to Google them. Just background check them, you know? Simple. And he's easy. It's easy. Frederick Marwa, it pops up. Easy. But it was unbelievable that this girl sat there and lied and lied and lied to those people on that live. And most of them believed her. Oh, you're such a wonderful person. Marwa is so lucky to have you. You're so wonderful. Rocio, without Marwa, you would not have 40,000 subscribers. You piggyback off of Marwa. All those people who are watching you, maybe about, say, 1,000 or less is other from somewhere else, or people who are just beginning to to figure out find your channel and starting to follow you without being attached to I am Marwa. Like I saw this MZungu woman came on there and she said, "Oh, I knew you. I didn't know who Marwa was. I started following you and I didn't know who Marwa was." And yes, that's possible. There are people who are going to find you now that you are established and now that YouTube algorithm is showing your video to more people. But without Marwa, you would have been a very little small person with not many subscribers. And there is no way in 2 years you could have achieved what you have achieved right now. You couldn't, Rocio, not on your own, not on your own. So cut the bull crap talking about you manifest this and that's how it came to you and you would have gotten there without Marwa. That's bullshit. If I was Marwa, I would have been so deeply offended for you to say that. I would have been offended because he made you, Rocio. You're nothing without him. Maybe now if you leave, a few people will follow you. But look at your views right now. Debunking is back on top, darling. And I love it. I love it. I love that she's back on top. Because in the village, you was trying to, dim her light. And I noticed that. You were purposely doing every single thing that you could to dim Dee's light in the village. But the moment she got out of the village, and even if her relationship is fake and she's doing it for views, guess what? She's making more views than you right now. Right now, you are struggling, okay? Struggling. Because you was piggybacking off of her and taking all her views in while she was in the village. That's what you were doing. Simple as that. Then you're going to talk ish that, hey, you did this on your own. She also said she was an actress and she can act very well. I was an actress and I act in some movies. I was on in California. Yes, and I acted in some movies. Popeye the Sailor Man. Which one was it? Pinocchio or Popeye's? Olive. Was it Olive? Which one was it, Rocio? You were in Hollywood. That she was in Hollywood. She was an actress. Listen, we all know you're an actress, darling. We have seen you. We have seen you in action. So we know that you're an actress. When you go on your YouTube channel and you starts to cry to the people and you starts to pretend as if people are taking advantage of you in that village and everyone hates you and that you're so unhappy just to get pity from people so that they can send you free things and send you on vacations and all those things. We know that you're acting, darling. We know that you're an actress. You don't have to tell us. You're a liar. And yes, you're an actress. But not the one that you want people to think that you are. You also forgot that you told us you can't fake anything. You're 100% real. Oh, this is what you see is what you get. You're 100% real. You don't know how to act. You forgot you told us that already as well. See, you get confused, darling. You get confused when you're rambling off your manifestation nonsense. And someone gave her an amethyst stone. The woman sent the amethyst stone. She couldn't come to. So tofu. let me get my stone. Honey, you think it's you one can have stone? I have stone too, darling. Listen, these are you easy to buy. You pick them up. These are so easy to buy. Guys, I did not go out and buy this. Okay, I have this. I have had this. I don't even remember where I got this crap from. Where I bought it from. You could pick this up in regular stores like TJ Maxx and places like that for decorations. People use these for decorations. I think I got it from I'm not sure. One of those stores though. See the tag was where I peel it off. Guys, you can get this from Temu or Amazon, one of those places. I think now I remember I got this from Home Goods stores, one of the Home Goods stores as decor. But it's, can be used for energy. 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 Go Matata. We put this under our pillow. We sleep on it. And then in the morning, we put subscribers' names on it. And then we command them. Command them to send us money. Energy. We want good energy. No bad energy. Energy. Good energy in this house. All good energy in this house. No bad energy. Guys, if you want one, you can go on Temu. I'll leave the link right here. I just Googled it. You can actually get it for free. Okay? If you use the app. I can't. Yes, darling. I have my stone. I have my stone, darling. So that stone that you got, it's not real. It's not real. Don't think it's just something to look at, sweetie. They're very cheap in regular stores, okay? But that was sweet of the lady. Lady, it was sweet of you. Don't come for me over here on my channel, because if you come for me, I'm going to cuss you, okay? I'm going to cuss you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, do it. I just had to pull mine out because it was funny how she was going crazy over this stone as if, hey, she got some diamonds, some real diamonds out of Africa, you know? She got some blood diamonds or something. Like, oh my goodness, look at this diamond. Mine's is diamond, darling. Diamonds are forever, forever. Diamonds are forever. Oh my God, you could tell the girl is not used to anything. It's crazy. The way she carried on over that stone, I'm like, amethyst, amethyst, I got my amethyst. Maybe now that your horse is changing color, you should change the name to Amethyst. Amethyst. Oh God. She also said in her live that she was a singer, and listen, that live she made it seem as if she was on top of the world. Like, oh, she was a dreamy singer, like a wonderful singer, making it big with record deals and stuff. This girl, she could lie and pretend so much as if she is up there. And I'm looking at her like, look at the girl who came to Africa with one little bag, no lotion, no maxi pad, no nothing. Look at her pretending right now after Marwa built her. Marwa built you, Rocio, built you. You should give him thanks. You should give him thanks. That's why your channel grew that quickly. You can't deny that. That is crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, guys, I think that is it. I don't think, honestly, there is anything else to talk about them. They're all boring. Dee is boring. All she does right now is just, make breakfast and wash plates to show that her and her man, they're washing plates together. That is so boring. Their conversation is boring. because he's a simple guy who is not hype. So there's nothing much to talk about because they're not on the same level. She's not very articulate. She doesn't know how to express herself, and he's on another level. When he's having a conversation, she can't jump in and have that conversation with him because, like I said, educational level, he's up here and she is way down here, which is very unfortunate. So I don't know how they're going to have a mature conversation. He's way more mature than her. Way more mature than her. She needs to find someone like Kino who likes to play around and laugh around and do silly things and stuff like that. You know, and then there is nothing wrong with that because there are some people in life who this is how they are. They're just playful and they want someone to match that energy. This guy is not like that. He's a no nonsense person. He's very neat. The one thing I noticed about their house is that the house seemed clean and very neat. And I also noticed that Dee walked into the people's house with her shoe. I forgot to mention that. She just walked in with her shoe and he had to tell her to take her shoe off. And it's one of the things that disgusts me. I hate when people walk into my house with their shoe. Do not walk into my house with your nasty, dirty shoe. And if you take your shoe off, you have to make sure that it's lined up nicely at the door. She just kicked the shoe off when he told her to take her shoe off. She kicked it off. One was facing east, the other was facing west. A clean, neat person would have picked them up, just aligned them together and placed them neatly wherever she's supposed to keep the shoes. She's very nasty, and I noticed that immediately. She's not a very neat, clean person. She's a very nasty person. Very nasty person. So I don't know how those two are going to make it because he seemed like he's very meticulous when it comes to certain things, and he's a neat freak. He's a neat freak. So I don't know how those two are going to make it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching as always, and I hope to see you in my next video. This was just a ramble video, no direction whatsoever because there's nothing hot going on over there in the swamp or in the village in Poland. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.